Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you. The carriage and the goods. Pratima, are you?
Yes,
Sorry.
please. Please go ahead.
The carriage of goods by the sea bill 2024, sir. Sir, I come from a state which has a very long coastal path and as well as a huge history of maritime trade. India's one of oldest ways of trade has been through the waterways. So maritime trade has a big history and a long connection with the world. You remember the Silk Route, sir. So the entire Asia was connected to the entire Western world, and we were the leaders at that time. In the olden histories, if you review, you read all the old books, they're all around the maritime history. So Maharashtra and India has been a huge contributor to global trade at that time through maritime trade. There are a few suggestions I would like to make to this government. I appreciate them bringing all these lading bills, but if they had consolidated them all, it would have been much more effective rather than bringing them in piecemeal. But I would like to ask the Honourable Minister for a few questions, which is my concern in this bill. First is, what is the exact definition of the port is if he could expand, because there's so much technology coming in it. And we heard it from the Treasury bench. They talked about the Hamburg rules, which actually failed in 1925. Then we signed the Hague and the Visby rules. That's what we are implementing today. And if this government is genuinely committed to making the changes, globally, if you go to Europe or America today, the advanced technology and the rules which are Rotterdam rules. So I would like to make a recommendation to this government that please talk to all the stakeholders, which I'm sure the Honourable Minister must have done it anyway, but I would like him to reply to us that if there are Rotterdam rules which are globally used, why are we still holding back with the old Visby rules? So is there a difference in it? Has he looked at it? Has the government thought about it? Because if we are innovating and we are bringing a change, then we want to be a global player in this. So I would request him to clarify their stand and please have some more hearings or ask all the stakeholders and clarify to the nation and the people in the shipbuilding and the maritime industry to make it more effective. The other question I'd like to ask him is that what will be the status of the maritime board with this new ruling? Will you dismantle it? Will there be different? How will you protect the stakeholders, and what will be the role of the maritime board with so many changes in various bills in the statutory of boards? What will be the role of the states? What will be central government? So we need more clarity, because a lot of times we are working together in these large infrastructure projects. Another thing, what will be the responsibility? As a matter of fact, the state you come from, sir, in Visakhapatnam, there was a story of one of the largest ship owners who exported things out of India. And when it went into international waters, they were raided. And the allegation made against an Indian businessman was that there were drugs in it. So it was obviously, there was rulings, the ship was brought back, a big investigation. There's nothing wrong with that. My only concern is that after 9 months, it was proved that there were no drugs, it was shrimp feed in it. Now the entire operation, the losses, and what would government do to protect its Indian? When you say you want to do Atmanirbhar Bharat, this was Atmanirbhar Bharat story. So I request the Honourable Minister to find a nice mechanism where every Indian who exports things is purely protected. If somebody is doing something wrong, he or she or the company has to be punished. If it's drugs, of course you should have no tolerance, a zero tolerance toward any such crime or drugs. But if there is a legal business going on and internationally there's a miscommunication, in a time-bound manner, our Indian maritime business opportunities should not be treated like this. They should be treated with respect, and justice should be given to them immediately.
Please conclude.
So this is a very big concern. So my only request to him, a small suggestion also, sir, the government of India is making a huge investment in Maharashtra in the Vadhavan port. We welcome it, but there was always, whenever, the port is in the sea, but it needs a lot of infrastructure on land. And we've had a lot of controversies. So I request the double-engine Sarkar, because of all the fishermen there and all land acquisition has been a big challenge. So and so has the mangroves been a huge issue. I just request the Honourable Minister to be sensitive towards the farmers whose land you're acquiring and to the fishermen who for years together. They have had this new project that the Honorable Prime Minister launched, sir, about all the Karigars doing businesses and things of which are legacy businesses. So it's like they want the Karigars to do whatever their father and forefather has done. उसमें उनको परिवारवाद चलता है, सिर्फ हमारे में थोड़ा दिक्कत होता है. But the point I'm making to this government is that if the fishermen are the next generation, wants to be a fisherman, please make sure they are protected, and the farmers in the Vadhavan port are fully protected. The mangroves, because thousands of trees are being cut there. So please make sure that they are either replanted or that entire area still remains safe and safe.